Hello, Beatle friends, and hello to everybody else watching. Great to see you all today. Hope you're doing well. Today, I'm going to show you my Beatles 7-inch vinyl finds. I'm going to show you two 7-inch finds I purchased at my local record store, and the rest of the 7-inch 45s are going to be a haul that I've purchased off of the website called Mercari. I've purchased a haul of the Beatles 45s from a Beatles fan, and he also threw in a non-Beatles single. Hope you'll enjoy this Beatles 7-inch vinyl update video, and let's begin. I'm going to start off with a couple of 7-inch vinyl finds that are not part of the Mercari haul. One's a record store find, and the other's an online find. This one's a record store find right here. The Beatles Around the World Timeless 2.5. This is a 7-inch picture disc, a limited edition. And this record includes interviews. Here's the track list. The Beatles interviews. And these are interviews I've already heard. And here's the back of it. This was released back in the early 80s. 1983 it says here. Here's a better look without the plastic sleeve. Here's a close-up of the 7-inch picture disc. Here's side 1 of the record. The record plays at 33 1/3. And here's side 2. The picture used for side 2 is weird. You have the 4 faces of the Beatles with an image of the sea in the background. Under the sea in the background, the fish, a big fish right there especially, and there's some fish in the background as well. Now that's a weird picture right there. I like the picture on this side the most. This is real cool. You have the 4 faces of the Beatles from the Sgt. Pepper era, and then you have it looks like a psychedelic Indian kind of background, and this side, I like the picture on this side the most. My next 7-inch find is a Paul McCartney single, and it's an online purchase. Once Upon a Long Ago. On the flip side is Back on My Feet. Picture sleeve right here. This is a UK pressing. And the picture sleeve's in nice condition. Quickly show you the picture sleeve without the plastic sleeve. Here's the record, UK pressing on Parlophone. The other side, Back on My Feet. Both sides play great. I had to clean this record up after I received it. Sounds much better after I cleaned it. Now to show you the Beatles 7-inch vinyl haul I've purchased from a Beatles seller off Mercari.com. This seller sells a lot of Beatles stuff on Mercari. He sells merchandise and memorabilia and magazines and CDs, books, and vinyl records. All sorts of Beatles stuff. He had a listing of the Beatles 7-inch singles haul for about $9. He had 12 singles in this haul, and all 12 records arrived safe and sound, but unfortunately none of them had sleeves, so I had to go buy sleeves and put all the records in the sleeves. But before I did, I had to clean each and every one of them, and now they look much better after I cleaned them and placed them in the sleeve. I'm going to start off with a non-Beatles single that this seller threw in with the rest of the singles, and it's by The Who. This is a UK Track Records pressing of the single I Can See for Miles. The version of I Can See for Miles on this single is different from the album version. It has a bass track that is not heard on the album version, on either the stereo or mono mix of the song on the album. And on the B side is Someone's Coming. Here's a close-up of the record. The song I Can See for Miles is all worn out. You can see here the grooves look rough. But I have played the record after cleaning it. It does sound better, but it's still kind of noisy. But it plays through without any skipping. And here's the B-side, Someone's Coming. That's the only non-Beatles single in this haul. The rest of the records are the Beatles records and the solo record. The first one here by the Beatles and Tony Sheridan, My Bonnie on MGM. The Saints on the B-side. I don't have the picture sleeve for this record yet. I'm looking for a nice copy of the picture sleeve without paying too much for it. Here's a record. US pressing. Next is Twist and Shout on Tolly Records. Different variation of the yellow Tolly label. There's a Place on the other side. Close-up of the record. Next single, part of this Beatles 7-inch haul. She Loves You on the Swan label, US pressing, and this is a different variation. I'll Get You on the other side. Here's a close-up of the record. Next 7-inch record is an EP that plays at 45 RPMs. This is a Souvenir EP that VJ put together. Misery, Taste of Honey. Ask Me Why and Anna, Go to Him. On the VJ Brackets label, Black Brackets label. Here's the record. Not in perfect condition, but it is playable. It plays through without any skipping, but there are a lot of pops on this, and it's also a bit noisy. It was noisy before I cleaned this record, but after I cleaned it, it sounds much better. The seller included 3 copies of this next single as part of this haul. And I'm going to show you 2 US pressings and 1 UK pressing of this single. Next single, I just showed this in my previous update video, but with a picture sleeve. Help, backed with I'm Down. On the Capital Orange Swirl label. Here's a close-up of the record. And here's a second copy of the same single, Help, Backed with I'm Down. And this is a Scranton, Pennsylvania pressing. The other one I showed you is a different variation. But this one's a Scranton, Pennsylvania pressing, East Coast pressing. And here's another copy of Help, Back with I'm Down, and this is a UK Parlophone first pressing, an earlier variation. Help from film of same name, listed right there. I already have a UK original of this single, but it's a later variation. This one's earlier variation, and right here you have the Parlophone Company Limited, the one that I've had for a long time. Has the Gramophone Company Limited variation. right here. And here's a I'm down side. And the Sold in UK text, the font of the Sold in UK text is smaller. Close-up of the record. KT tax stamp on the push-out center. The next Beatles 7-inch record I'm going to show you is Yellow Submarine, backed with Eleanor Rigby. This looks like a West Coast pressing. Here's a close-up of the record. This one's in nice condition. The next 7-inch record I'm going to show you is another UK pressing on Parlophone. All You Need Is Love. This is a first pressing, first variation of the single. This variation does not have the Our World TV reference on the label here. The second pressing does, but this first pressing, it just lists the song, Lennon-McCartney, and the artist name. No Our World TV reference. And it's missing a push-out center, unfortunately. But this was the record that made me want to buy the singles haul for $9. Because this was one of the records in the photos for the listing. And hopefully I'll get a copy of this first pressing with the push-out center. Baby You're a Rich Man is the B-side. The next Beatles 7-inch record part of this haul. Hello Goodbye, backed with I Am the Walrus. An original UK first pressing on Parlophone. Also missing a push-out center. The other side, I Am the Walrus. From the television film Magical Mystery Tour. I just purchased a copy of this UK Parlophone 45 with the push-out center, and I showed it in my Beatles UK original singles collection video. That's the last Beatles single part of this haul. This next single is a solo Beatles record, and it's by George Harrison. This song, from his 33 1/3 album, it's a white label single. And on the B side is Learning How to Love You. That wraps up this Beatles 7-inch vinyl update video showing you the singles haul and 2 7-inch records not part of the singles haul. Hope you all enjoyed seeing everything in this update video. And stay tuned for more videos. And talk to you all later. Thank you for watching.